The only difference is it doesn't take up any of your grip, as you can see there. And in this particular case with the reservoir the way it is, there isn't really any room to sneak that mounting piece under there. So, yeah, you can't. What else can I tell you? I redid the seat. I'm pretty proud of that. I took the seat off. I took off the cover and I cut out and inserted gel material in the arse area there. And then I covered it in another 1/2 inch of memory foam. And I got a pre-molded seat cover, Amazon again. Stretched it over and put it on, and that seemed to make a whole bunch of difference. Okay, I had to adjust my shifter the shifter lever there to line up with the boots and the foot pegs. That wasn't a big deal, but something that had to be done. This is a really nice touch. This little guy here is an oiler. So what you do is you fill that full of oil, gear oil, nice and cheap, and then you run that tube. As you can tell, it comes down there, goes under the trailing arm, and comes out right there onto the chain. Hopefully you're seeing that. And it just drip for a little while as you're driving. Keep the O-rings looped. And I don't know, it worked really good. I topped it up every little while. And certainly if it was wet out, I turned it on for a few miles. And when I slowed down, I turned it on too. Almost every time we came into a town, I turned it on because I found that I just thought that maybe if it's splattering and working its way in at a slower rotational speed, it would do better than at highway speeds. So yeah, so anyways, there's the bike. The tail bag, again, Amazon. Not a plug. I really don't like big companies, but what do you do? Built this thing during the pandemic, and Amazon was still delivering when the local stores were shut, so what are you gonna do? I'm trying to think if I did anything else. Oh yeah, this, for some reason, and so many bikes do this, there was no rear skirt. This was all gone, all open, and everything that you pick up is thrown against your shock and thrown against your rectifier and whatever the hell else is in there. I don't get it. So pick one of those up, and a front fender extension too. I picked that up too to save the radiator a little bit from some debris and things like that. And speaking of the radiator, there's a screen on the radiator. It's actually not for this bike, that's why it looks kind of goofy, but certainly it protects if I get a rock chucked up at me or something. Didn't need to worry about the mirrors. The mirrors are good. I leaned the windscreen down. You can see where the original hole was to this one, and this put the wind in my face, but that cured the buffeting, so that was very, very welcome. I guess that is about it. Oh, this is a handy little thing. It just increases the size of your kickstand foot, I don't know, maybe 30%, something like that. And it makes the difference of whether you sink or whether you don't in some situations. Obviously, if it's mud or if it's really, really soft, you're going to sink unless you put a board under there. But this covered, I don't know, a lot of situations where my buddy's bike might have been a little softer and a little less stable. Keep in mind, there's an extra 100 pounds, leaning on that damn thing. So, but all in all, the bike did really well. I'm really happy about the mods. I'm really happy about how they all turned out, and how I was able to kind of go where I wanted to go. Again, I wasn't taking jumps. I wasn't going crazy. I was just doing my thing. So